Good morning, guys. How are you today? Welcome to Fire Flow. I'm Tiffany. This is my assistant, Coco. We're going to be doing some nice flowy movements today, but also working on strength and our breathing so that we can build muscle slowly through controlled movements, contractions and stuff like that. So, ow! Go ahead and grab a mat. If you don't have a mat, that's totally fine. You can use a towel or just be on the floor. You might want something to cushion if you have to modify to be on your knees. Coco is very excited about the Fire Flow class right now. But make sure you have your water. Don't wait for me to tell you to drink it. If you need it, we won't be doing any kind of crazy cardio or anything like that. But if you feel parched along the way, go ahead and grab something that you need. So let's go ahead and get started at the top of our mat. So we're just going to find a nice, you can't see my face. I know I have issues with these camera angles here. So we're going to start with a nice mountain pose. So we're just spreading the toes, standing at the top of our mat or blanket or towel, whatever we're on, and just focusing on driving up through the kneecaps, pressing through the feet, through all of the toes, and the heel and the middle of the foot, the ball of the foot, driving up through the kneecaps, squeezing the quads and the hamstrings, squeezing the glutes, engaging through those hips. So not arching that back, but tugging it forward, engaging those ribs. Shoulders are back and down. Crown of the head is nice and high to the sky, and the hands are down, palms facing forward. So we're breathing here in through the nose, out through the mouth. Just focusing on this moment here. We don't have anywhere else to be. So let's just be where we are in the moment. Generating a little heat, contracting those muscles here. Breathing deep into the belly, not just the lungs, but deep into the belly. Feeling that belly expand with each inhale. And then really contracting the abdomen and pressing out all of that air to come out through the mouth at the top. A couple more breaths. And we'll go ahead and slightly bend the knees, bringing the arms up overhead. And then we'll reach back. Palms are facing towards each other like you have a ball in your hand. So you really want to contract those hands together and kind of like grip like you actually have a ball. Really using that contraction in the shoulders, keeping the shoulders down. So we don't want them by the ears. We want them down here. And we're strong in the legs. And we're just going to open up our chest towards the ceiling. So we're not bending back super fast to hurt ourselves. We're engaged through our core. We're opening the chest towards the ceiling. Nice and easy and slow here. We're still breathing as far back as we can go before we feel like we're going to just collapse. And we're going to hold here. Really activating that upper back. Really pressing through that core, those feet to stabilize and release, coming forward. And we'll release the hands. And we'll do that a couple more times. So we're going all the way up, pretending like we're squeezing a ball together. So contraction, squeezing those hands together. Inhaling, engaging through the core. And on the exhale, we're pressing the chest up to a back bend. So you might go a little bit further than you did last time. Keep breathing. And come forward nice and easy. I'm already feeling it in my shoulders, so we'll do it another 2 times. So shoulders back, keeping those shoulders away from the ears, arms up, nice and straight. Deep breath. Engage that core. And on your inhale, slowly go back. Let that breath drive your chest up towards the ceiling. Keep that head nice and straight, nice long neck. Try to go back a little bit further. Hold and come down. You guys are doing amazing. Shake those arms out. Still pressing through those toes, strong through the legs. Last time. Bring those arms up. Engage that core. And then use a gentle inhale to press that chest up towards the ceiling. Bringing those arms back. We want to keep those biceps toward the ears. Press forward through those hips. Come back a little bit more, almost done. And let it go. Good job. Shake those arms out. So we'll do a nice big inhale, hands overhead. And release. Another big inhale, hands overhead. Release one more time. Big inhale. This time we're going to go all the way down to the ground, planting our hands. Big exhale. Nice job. So we'll dangle here a little bit, feeling that stretch along the back side of the legs, guys. Fingertips or palms on the ground. And we're going to release that head and that neck. Just getting into an inverted position, just feeling how it feels before we take our movement. Breathing here. Okay, so we'll generously bend the knees, trying to bring the glutes down to the ground. So we're not just bending here just to bend, but we're also attempting to sit. So we want to bring those hips down and then slowly straighten the hands up and come into a nice chair pose. So the knees are behind the toes. The hips are trying to sit down. We're trying to get parallel in those thighs. And the hands are coming up with the chest. The neck is nice and long. And we're here. We're feeling the burn in those legs, guys. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And come out of it. Remember to breathe through all of this, guys. That's what's going to build that heat. That's what's going to generate that fire. So let's go back in. And if you have to adjust at all, I know sometimes we shift or we feel uncomfortable, so go ahead and make those adjustments in, but just make sure when you make those adjustments that you are stable in those adjustments. All right, so deep breath. Another inhale, and on the exhale, go ahead and bend those knees, bringing those hips down, and we're coming up with the hands, coming up with the chest into our chair. Really engaging here, squeezing through the glutes too. I know that might sound crazy. How am I supposed to do that? But you can do it. Focus on your glutes, squeeze them. Squeeze your hamstrings, press through those feet. Lift that chest up a little bit more and come out of it. Awesome job. Should be feeling the warmth, guys, but also feeling the strength being created in these movements. Relax here. Breathe nice and deep. And inhale and exhale, drop those hips once more, bend those knees. Try to sink a little bit lower, bring that chest up a little bit higher, trying to keep the biceps toward next to the ears, squeeze those glutes, squeeze those legs. Strength here, you guys got this. Up a little bit more with the chest and come out of it. Awesome work. One more of these, guys. You got this. Breathe through it. And drop those hips. Coming up with the hands and the arms. Drive, drive, drive. You got this. Lift the chest a little bit more. Drive through those toes. And release. Awesome work. Now relax that lower back. If you need to bend in the knees a little bit more just to release the tension in the lower back, that's fine. Just focus on your breathing here. All right, so we'll go ahead and plant the hands right next to the feet. We'll kick that right leg back to the behind us. And we'll go ahead and drop that knee. And we'll go ahead and take our right hand, put it right next to the arch of our left foot, and we'll go in for a nice twist here. We want to focus on looking up at our fingertips. We want a straight line from the bottom of our hand to the top here. Nice little twist just to release the lower back. And we're coming back down. Both hands on the inside of the feet. Walk that left foot out. And we're going to push into that hip to stretch it out just a little bit. You should feel the strength in that front leg as you press down into the ground. You're also stretching and strengthening at the same time, guys. That's what a flow is. Stretching and strengthening. Breathing. And then coming back, walking that foot in. Lifting up that back leg, pushing through that heel, driving the kneecap up toward the sky, pushing through this front foot, and we're going to go ahead and come up off of our hands. I'm on my fingertips right now. Make a nice straight line from the crown of the head to the heel of that foot. And on an inhale, we're going to swing our hands up. Sit low in that lunge. Hold this for a second. Nice job. Drop that back foot. Drop the hands. Hold this really quick. Squeezing through the thighs here, guys. Reaching back. Strengthen the legs. You got this. And windshield wiper the hands down. Turning that back foot. And bringing the left foot behind. Now we're in our nice plank position. We're inhaling. And we're coming down for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Untuck the toes. Deep breath. Settle here. Retuck the toes. Push through the heels. We're going to come back up for 5 on our push-up. Lift those kneecaps up towards the sky. And come up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. And we'll push those hips back. And we'll go ahead and bring that right leg up towards our hands. Nice stance here. Drop that knee. Left hand comes right next to the right arch. And we're turning for our twist on this side. Breathing, keeping that straight line from fingertip to palm. Keeping those shoulders in line. Coming back down, walking that right foot out a bit. Pressing into that right foot and pressing into that left hip. But feeling the strength in this leg as you press. You guys are doing fantastic. And then walking that foot back in. Stabilizing, spreading those toes. Making sure that we're pressing through all parts of that foot. Lifting that back leg. Pressing through the heel. Pressing through that kneecap. Coming up. Straightening the back. And coming up for a nice little lunge. Hold this here. Strengthen the legs, guys. Turn to drop that back foot. Drop the hands. Sink a little bit lower. Squeeze those thighs. Squeeze the glutes. Reach back. Really feel that side body open up. And windshield wiper the hands back down. Turning that back foot. Bringing the right to meet the left. Nice plank position. Pressing through those shoulders. Pressing through all parts of those fingers. Elbows are behind us, so they're not here. They're behind us, and we're coming down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Release the feet. Bring the hands behind you. Breathing. Your heart rate is probably elevated. I have a little bit of sweat going on, so what we're doing is working. The fire is flowing. Deep breath. Go ahead and bring your chin or your nose to the mat. We're going to turn our hands over, pressing into the ground, keeping everything on the ground. We're going to lift our right leg up as far as we can, keeping it as straight as possible. So we're going to squeeze our glutes, squeeze our quads, squeeze our hamstrings, and we're going to keep that leg straight, driving the back of that knee up towards the ceiling as high as we can, and lift. Hold it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Relax. Going over to the other side. Up for 5, up, hold for 5, down for 10. Deep breath. And lift. Really squeeze that leg. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Awesome work. Going right back over to the other side, guys. And lift, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Over to the other side, guys. You know what it looks like. Stay strong and lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep breathing here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job generating the heat in those legs. Up on the right and begin. Up for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Switch it over to the other side. Up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, guys. One more time on each side. Up on the right, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time on the other side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Relax those legs. You can go ahead and windshield wiper them if you like, back and forth, bending the knees, feeling the strength in those quads, feeling the strength in those glutes. Awesome job, guys. Almost there. All right, now go ahead and tuck those toes, bring up those kneecaps, and we're going to bring the hands in front of us, placing your forehead on your fingers. Your fingers don't have to be interlocked. If you'd like them to be, that's totally fine. Just one hand on top of the other is fine. Toes are tucked, kneecaps are up. We're just going to lift up into a back extension and come back down. We're going to hold for 3 seconds and then come down for 5. So really use your breath here. We're going to inhale to come up. Breathe nice and strong while we're up, making sure we're not crunching the neck back. We want a nice long neck, crown of the head right out in front of us. And then we're going to come down for 5 seconds. So you got this, guys. Let's make it work. All right. And lift. 3, 2, 1. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax. So when I say relax, I mean relax your upper body. I want you guys to try to maintain that tucked foot and the kneecaps towards the sky, squeezing the glutes, keeping the legs activated. So we're back up. 3, 2, 1. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift. 3, 2, 1. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome job, guys. Keep it up. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And lift. 3, 2, 1. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Almost done, guys. Killing it. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Really feel this in your neck. I mean, not in your neck, in your back. And you want to try to get the arms to reach the floor at the same time. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good job. Lift again. 3, 2, 1. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Up again. Lift. 3, 2, 1. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last one, guys. Really squeeze that back. Up. Hold for 3, 2, 1. Down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job. Relax. Other cheek on the ground. Bring those arms around you, palms facing up. Untuck those toes. And just relax here. Feel the activation in your mid-back, your lower back, along your lats. Feel your glutes working, your legs, total body stretch and strengthen here, guys. Breathe deep. Go ahead and take your time. Push up into tabletop position. And then we'll go ahead and flip it over. We're almost done, so stick with it. Feet are out. And we're laying down nice and easy here. We're going to have a nice long back. Crown stays nice and long. Hands are going to be up. We want to kind of pull the flesh from underneath our sits bones. Shoulders are backing down. Arms are up. Lots of arms up in the air today. And we're just going to go back as slow as we can, as straight as we can. Nice and easy. With your breath, guys. I'm not going to count you out here. I want you to take as much time as you can going down, as slow as possible, pressing those heels into the ground, pressing your knees into the ground. And then when you feel like you can't hold it anymore, just try to hold it a little bit more. When you start to shake, that's totally fine. And then when you're ready, you can just roll out. And then we'll come up nice and gentle. Do that one more time. So I want you to work as slow as you need to. That way you can kind of gauge what you're feeling. So trying to keep those shoulders away from the ears. We're coming down nice and gentle. Breathing here. Working with our own breath. Working with our own strength. Feeling the shaking, which just means you're alive. Getting a little bit lower each time before we roll out. And then bringing it down. Really activating those ab muscles. Come on up. Nice and gentle. Arms are up. Breathing. And coming back down. Slow as possible. Painfully slow. Without the pain. Just annoyingly slow. Pressing through those legs. Really activating here. Keeping the back straight. As low as you can. And rolling out. One more time. All the way up. Hands up. And rolling, or keeping your back straight and coming back. Breathing through it, pressing the legs down. Pressing the heels down, activating through those legs as well. And rolling out. Perfect. Go ahead and lay down. And we'll go ahead and take an inhale and bring the knees into the chest. And we'll go ahead and lift the legs. I have chapstick in my pocket. Go ahead and lift the legs. Straighten them up to the air. Go ahead and grab as far as you can on those legs, keeping your tailbone down. So you see how my tailbone is lifted? That means that I need to bring my legs a little bit further straight. Vertical is the word I was looking for, so that my hips are still on the ground. Pointing those toes, and we're going to release those legs the same way, nice and easy, nice and slow as you can. Breathing here. Sometimes the count makes it worse. Sometimes you can go slower if there is no count. So just see what works for you. And then rest those legs down. So we'll bring the knees in again on an inhale. Straighten the legs, make sure the hips are on the ground. Grab the back of those legs just to I'm grabbing them because it helps me to feel the pressure of my hips on the ground. So if I grab them here, I can kind of pull down and feel that my hips need to be flat and release those legs nice and gentle. Slow, 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 really engaging through the core here. The front lower abs. Slow here, trying to keep the arch of that back flat on the ground. And drop those legs. And bring in the knees again. Inhale. Feet are up, grabbing behind the legs, making sure that that back is flat all the way down to the tailbone, and releasing the legs. Breathing here, keeping them as straight as possible. And dropping one more time, guys. Inhale to bring the knees in. Lifting them up, feeling that arch flat on the back, and dropping those legs. Squeezing through the abs, guys. Almost there. And wherever you are, release. Awesome job. You can bring the legs up, feet wider than hips, and just windshield wiper, releasing that lower back. Awesome job. And we'll go ahead and work out these kinks. So we'll go ahead and bring the knees back in. This time we'll keep them in, and we'll kind of squeeze them into our chest. Try to bring the knees to the chest. And it's okay if the hips come up on this one. Really want to get a nice compression in that stomach and those thighs. This is also releasing the lower back. So we'll go ahead and put both arms around the right leg, and we'll kick that left leg out, but keep it hovering over the ground. So as that leg is stretching nice and long out, pressing through all parts of that foot, the glutes, the hams, the calves, we want to take that right leg and pull it into our armpit. So we're kind of making like a tether. Someone's pulling on this side, someone's pulling on this side. We're just driving opposite forces, guys, creating that strength, but also that stretch. Keep that foot hovered. You're almost done. And gently switch legs. Drive that right leg out nice and slow. So we don't want to just jerk our bodies all over the place. Stretching and strengthening here. Driving that left leg, that left knee into the armpit. Really creating that nice stretch through the legs, but also building that strength through those muscles by contracting. And bring the right leg in. And you can do some circles, round, massage out that lower back. And when you're ready, you can go ahead and turn to your side, fetal position. Take a deep breath. Feel the feels, press up nice and gentle. And we'll go ahead and do a little bit of breathing before we head out. Nice, comfortable seated position. Shoulders are back and down. We're inhaling nice and big. And we're exhaling. Lay down, lay down. Good girl. We're exhaling, inhaling through the nose, filling the belly, thinking about we're sending the oxygen to all those places where we generated heat, strength, and stretch. Getting rid of the toxins through the exhale, getting rid of the negative energy, any anxiety. Inhaling positivity and growth and strength, and exhaling. One more time, big inhale, bring the arms up overhead. Open up that chest and relax That's the arms. Thank you so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you're feeling strong and stretched, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Coco hopes so as well. We will see you guys next time. Woo!